Don calls painting with negative space the language of watercolor. It's what the pro knows how to do and what the amateur aspires to do. First, Don gives a simple visual explanation of the use of negative space. Then he shows you how to build on that foundation as you step down the value scale. In Don's first demonstration of a little Mexican flower shop, you'll see how he paints through the drawing and begins to find the subject matter only when he gets to the proper value. Once the first wash has dried, Don goes back to find more of the objects using light middle values. Rather than painting things, Don concentrates on capturing values. Don says the more he paints and the more he looks at paintings he admires, the more he's convinced that painting with negative space is how watercolor can best be utilized. Now we'll go into the flower shop to find another subject to paint with negative space. First, Don decides what the dominant characters are and assigns the saved white paper to them. As always, he stresses painting in color, but staying in value. Don says in the early phases of the painting, the challenge is to read values properly. How many times have you or I put down what we thought was a bold first wash, and then an hour later we think, where did the bold go? As an added bonus, while Don works through the middle stages of the painting, he continually voices his concerns for edge quality variation and the need to counterbalance with colors and temperatures. Watching Don bring the floral to life is both visually pleasant as well as a wonderful learning experience. Don says understanding the use of negative space can turn an ordinary painter into an extraordinary painter. Learn the language of painting with negative space, and you'll learn the language of watercolor.